So lately I've been hearing a lot about immune boosting foods, disease fighting foods, superfoods, and supplements. The world is focused on immune function and disease more than ever right now, and as a result, lots of people are taking an interest in their own health and well-being. I love this, but it also presents an opportunity for misinformation to spread and for some not so great people to take advantage of the fear of others. Today, we'll talk about how to spot those who are well-intentioned but ill-informed, or those who are simply just ill-intentioned. Hello friends, welcome to Nutrition with Celeste. My name's Celeste, and on this channel I share information about practical nutrition, accessible cooking, and yummy food. While I have formal training in both nutritional sciences and culinary arts, I am not yet a registered dietitian and don't claim to know more than a licensed dietitian or medical doctor. Everything I say here is purely for educational purposes, and you should always consult with a dietitian or doctor before making any changes to your eating or supplement routine. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about how you can figure out whether you can actually trust the health claims and information that you see online. I've been watching my social media and I've come up with 3 categories of people who share information that you probably shouldn't believe. The first category of person is a spreader of misinformation. So these people will just make a claim and expect you to believe them. For example, misinformed Millie might say, "Take banana essence and you'll never get sick again." Okay, Millie, that might be nice, but where's the proof? If a spreader of misinformation does have evidence, it'll usually be anecdotal or poorly sourced. Misinformed Millie saying, "My friend takes 20 drops of banana essence every day and she's never gotten sick," doesn't hold nearly as much weight as a statement from the CDC saying, "In a randomized, double-blind, controlled study, participants receiving 50 milligrams of liquid banana essence every day exhibited significantly decreased incidences of viral infection." By the way, I made up this example. Please don't go looking for banana essence. The reason we need to be cautious of anecdotal evidence is because what works for one person might not necessarily work for another. And without a proper study design, you can't be sure of whether the outcome they're highlighting is due to the fact that they're taking banana essence or doing something else, or whether it's due to the fact that they go on a walk every day, or the fact that maybe there's just really low viral transmission in the area where they live. You just can't know. With a properly conducted scientific study, we are able to control various factors to hopefully eventually indicate causation. In the best studies, scientists survey a wide variety of people from different age groups, socioeconomic backgrounds, location, gender identity, and more. We are then able to compare results amongst different groups of people to see if the intervention works for everyone, if maybe it only works for one group of people, or if possibly it's harmful to certain groups of people. Scientists can also randomize the treatment amongst the population being studied and can employ a double-blind procedure, which means that neither the participants nor the experimenters know who is receiving the treatment. This effectively controls for the placebo effect, in which people may feel better just simply because they believe they're receiving a treatment. Double-blind procedures also control for any biases the scientists may have. For example, if an experimenter believes that the banana essence is actually going to help, they might treat participants who they know are receiving banana essence differently than those who are not, and this could ultimately compromise the results. Spreaders of misinformation may be well-intentioned, but what they're doing is still wrong. So if you see something like this, or maybe if you're about to share some misinformation yourself, think about doing some research first. If you are interested in conducting your own research, I think Google Scholar is a great place to start. You can search pretty much any topic and find tons of free articles that will answer your questions. The second type of person to look out for on the internet is the salesperson. Now, this person is usually trying to sell you something. So Isabel Influencer might say, "My specially formulated banana essence drops are sure to keep you virus-free." Just like misinformed Millie, Influencer Isabel's evidence will probably be anecdotal or poorly sourced. Influencers and salespeople may use testimonials to prove to you that their products work the way they say they do. In contrast, an unbiased and evidence-based source will not likely recommend one single branded product to achieve their desired end. If we go back to our example from earlier, let's say that the scientists did indeed find that taking banana essence reduced rates of viral infection. They might make a recommendation like this, in which they recommend that people consume a supplement that provides 50 milligrams of banana essence a day, but they would not likely go so far as to recommend a specific brand. The thing that makes a salesperson easiest to find is that any and all information or evidence that they provide will direct you back to the product that they want to sell to you and will be used in order to convince you that their product is the only one that will be able to properly deliver the results that you want. If you do find yourself on a site or page that's trying to sell you something, I recommend you move off their page in order to seek out unbiased evidence about the product. Educate yourself from a variety of sources and consult with your dietitian or doctor before making any purchases. The salesperson type makes me particularly angry because they're utilizing a global crisis and fear for their personal gain. So let's collectively decide to stop giving them our money when they don't deserve it. Our third and final type is also the hardest to spot online. This is the qualified one. So Dr. Quacksalot says, "In my practice, I found banana essence to be the only viral prevention method that works." We all have a tendency to trust people who describe themselves as experts, but it's important to make sure their qualifications are valid before blindly taking their advice. I think most of us know of this doc, right? So this is a perfect example of why it's so important to look into an expert's background and credentials before you take their advice. If you are looking up a real medical doctor or registered dietitian, their qualifications will be clearly stated and likely backed up by multiple other sources. If you can only find information about Dr. Quacksalot's education and background on his personal page, or if you can't find anything at all, it might be best to steer clear. Finally, it's possible to find combinations of the three types of people I've described in this video. So you might find a fake expert spouting false information in order to sell an ineffective product. Bonus if you find this 3-in-1. All right, friends, those are my tips for spotting the bad three: spreaders of misinformation, salespeople, and the qualified ones. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay aware about the information you read online.